for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in the sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spinning knowledge, bet his best is soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the Bucs' 46-yard line.
Mike. 380.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Winston now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Al Woods able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long for Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if they ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Wilson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the 27, Winston. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Barber on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Peyton Barber, a surprise workhorse for the Buccaneers in 2018. I don't think they expected him to have 234 carries, but he certainly felt like he could carry the load and just carried it there for a nice gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Barber. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ready.
Play fake. Winston. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down and 4, Wilson. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Al Woods in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Winston gives to Barber. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And now he'll tuck it and run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Bucks with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Winston on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 40.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Barber. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
First down, Buccaneers.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Winston. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as they have taken the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Wilson. And an alley-oop. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Barber. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Barber, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Trying to lay one up. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And an alley to run to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings us 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ready. Blue lady.
Winston here to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run on first down. It's Barber. Oh, Barber loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson.
Complete to Sheldon Gibson. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
Well, I don't think it takes much to call into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. But this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, and the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now, they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for Tampa Bay, it's a nice win to finish off what's been an ugly first half as they move to 2-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.